Hello everyone, welcome back to Your Nifty Guy. I hope all of you are doing well. Let's break down what the market did today and more importantly, how we can plan a high probability setup for tomorrow. Price action today gave us some very important clues about market structure, where the smart money is positioning and which zones can act as key support and resistance for tomorrow's session. As always, we'll keep the focus on levels, liquidity, and option data so that instead of predicting the market, we are reacting to it with a proper plan. If you are someone who wants to trade with clarity, rules, and consistency, you are at the right place. Before we begin, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and press the bell icon so you never miss our daily Nifty trade plans. And the link to the Telegram channel is in the pinned comment. Make sure you are subscribed there, where I will be sharing in my views as well as news related to the stock market. And I also plan to share high probable trade setups once I spot them in the live market, but that is after I have a sizable audience out there on the Telegram channel itself. And let's get straight into the charts now. Now, like I had said clearly, very clearly, right now the markets are expected to be a bit tricky. Now, markets opened with a very minor gap down today, immediately went back below the 15 minutes fib level that we had drawn. Out here, when the market was giving this good pullback, I thought, okay, we might get a trade on the short side today because we have very quickly at the start of the day retraced all the way back below the point 0.5 to 0.618 zone of this entire up move, which we saw around the last hour of trading yesterday. Uh, and that was the reason why I was wanting markets. If markets would have reversed from here and this low would have been taken out, I would have very happily participated in a trade on the short side. But then the markets had another plan and it zoomed all the way up. Now, this particular momentum which came in after a very long time, my option selling trade that I take every single day. At the start of the day, I make a range and I sell calls and I sell puts, both of them. And today, this particular move that came in got me out of the trade extremely at the start of the day itself. Now, I work with a fixed system which is automated and it's already punched in into the system. And this particular move which came in actually triggered that, post which again, had this particular move been a little less intense, maybe the stop loss would not have triggered and I would have been in the trade. And I believe in systems and I do not believe in emotions. And that is the reason, as soon as the markets stopped me out in the option selling trade here, I was completely out of it. Now, if you observe, like I always say, fib levels work wonderfully well on Nifty. After this new high was created, which was also above the 2-day high, markets came back, retraced all the way, took support from the zero point 0.5 to 0.618 zone, and again zoomed off. Now, out here again as well, market did not give me a good price action structure where I could have traded a position on the long side. Markets are tricky right now. And throughout this day today, again, even the markets were moving up higher, the India VIX was in the negative, and because of which the option premiums weren't moving, especially for the following week options, which I was tracking. And out here, if this particular candle would have been a little uh, bit on the deeper side, a deeper retracement out here, we could have traded a good double bottom out here, and that would have been a lovely trade. But then, nonetheless, we have to simply keep an eye on what is happening. Post this particular move, market went into an extreme sideways zone out here, trapping everybody out here. Markets broke down below this particular swing, immediately trapped all those people who had shorted, went back up, created a new high, again went sideways. And it was only around here, around 2 o'clock, when I participated in this particular trade, which was a hero zero trade. When the 25,700, which was a good support for the market in terms of the open interest, and we could see that a good hefty chunk of people were exiting that particular uh, put writing that they had done, which could lead to a move or trade on the short side. And that is exactly what happened. Once this low was broken after this pullback, 25,700 broke down like a wall and gave a very good swift movement. Now, when you are taking a hero zero trade, it is not that you leave it either to die as a hero. Sorry, either to give you a very, very hero trade, as in it will not reverse back, or you wait for it to go absolutely until zero. Absolutely not. You get a good move, slight move against you, you get out. So in this particular green candle, why this candle started forming, moving, inching towards taking away part of the profit that was there on the screen, I squared off my trade. I booked around 15 points in this hero zero trade. Not, I'll not actually call it a hero zero trade, but this is the expiry special setup that we have in this community, wherein we track the open interest as well as the change in OI to see if anybody is trapped in their positions. And a very, very tricky day, stop loss at the start of the day in the option selling trade. Because yesterday was a good enough trending day, I expected today to be a sideways day, and that is why I went in aggressively in the option selling trade as well. But then again, one of the very, very rare trades wherein the trade was executed around 9:30, and before 10:30 it was I was out of the trade itself. Uh, so whatever it is what it is. Not all days are going to be the same, and all you need to do is trust the system, trust the process, and that is what it is. Tricky, tricky day to trade today. Tricky expiry to trade. Not at all easy. Uh, but then if you follow your rules, if you follow and you wait for confirmations, right here, out here, markets look very, very enticing. Out here, you could see the premiums of calls rising right in front of your eyes. But then just because you do not have a favorable setup out here, you could not participate in the same. And similar was the case. Out here, had this retracement been a bit deeper, it would have been a lovely, lovely double bottom trade out here, wherein after this fall, we could have traded out, uh, trade on the long side. So, yeah, that was it about today. Let me know in the comments how was the expiry for you guys. Now, for tomorrow, again, see, like I am clearly telling you guys, please, please be extremely careful in dealing in options right now. Uh, Markets are not at all favorable. Uh, so what I also do is after the markets are over and during the evening time, whenever I am on my way back home in from the office, I tend to scroll across X, which is the Twitter platform, earlier X Twitter, and I do follow a lot of people who are into the world of trading and trade actively. And you know what I observe out there is some people are calling this up move a trap, some people are calling this down move a trap. And right now, there is no clarity and no unison in the crowd. Now, why I do this particular activity is it gives me a sense of direction in the markets, in the sense that whenever there is a higher percentage of crowd on a particular side of the market. Say, for example, everybody is saying that the markets are into bear territory, the bears are getting very, very stronger. We can see some bloodbath in the market. That is exactly when the market actually forms a bottom. And similarly, whenever is extreme euphoria in the market, wherein people saying a new all-time high is only days away, only weeks away, we are inching higher up, all the bears are butchered. If this is the kind of conversation that they are indulging in, that usually marks a top in the market. So this is the way the market behaves. And right now, trust me, there is no clear consensus in the market. Some people are thinking that it is a bear market. Some people are thinking it's a bull market. And right now, that is the reason I'm telling you guys, it is extremely confusing right now, the scenario in the market which is there. But nonetheless, we will do what is in our hand, which is prepare and plan for all possible scenarios. Number one, out here on the daily time frame, markets have actually formed a good reversal candle today. Now tomorrow's price action makes it extremely important to see whether we actually get a follow through to what has happened. So today's candle has a higher low, higher high, as well as we've got a closing which is above the previous day's high. So all three conditions being fulfilled, we have got a good enough reversal candle today, and let's see whether we are getting follow through to this tomorrow or not. And on a secondary thing, the 4-hour fib that we had drawn is also the daily fib. The swings actually on the 4-hour and daily are coinciding. This is what I had observed. So yeah, This is it. And for this particular reason, we are not removing this particular level from our chart right now. Even on 4 hour, if you see, we saw this particular move on the downside. This is the swing and this is the retracement. So we have still not actually given a closing above this, and we might again still go down, forming a lower high. And for that reason, I will be this entire up move which came in from the bottom, I will be marking that, and I will simply be drawing a support area. And on the 15 minutes chart, tomorrow's trading will keep the plan of action very simple. Above today's high with a pullback, we go long around these levels. If we see some, if we say for example it opens the gap down, we can take a trade on the short side as soon as this is broken down as a double top. And out here, if we see some strong solid price action which suggests strongness in the market, we take a trade on the long side. Below this is where I will be planning my first tranche of trades on the short side. uh, Yes, and as usual, I will suggest all of you to keep your trading activity to bare minimum right now. So yeah, that's the plan for tomorrow. Remember, levels are more important than opinions, and risk management is more important than profits. Go to the market with a predefined setup, follow your rules, and let the probabilities play out. If you found this analysis helpful, don't forget to like the video, share it with your trading friends, and if you're new here, subscribe to Your Nifty Guy for daily rule-based Nifty trade plans. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, trade smart, stay disciplined because consistency is built one good trade at a time. Cheers and thanks for tuning in, guys.